Imagine waking up on election day and scrolling through your feed. Within minutes, you see misinformation about polling places, exaggerated claims about candidates, and posts tailored solely to your personal beliefs. This is not a hypothetical scenario. According to the Pew Research Center, over half of Americans say that they regularly encounter false or misleading political information online. That alone is a warning sign for democracy. This matters to every one of us because democracy depends on informed citizens, and when information itself becomes polluted, our entire political process is weakened. Let's look at the problem, the causes, and realistic solutions we can take to eliminate this issue. So the problem at hand is that social media is distorting democracy. Democracy relies on the free exchange of accurate information, public debate, and the ability to make informed decisions. Social media undermines all three. First, information spreads faster than truth. A study from MIT found that false political news stores on Twitter spread significantly further, faster, and deeper than accurate information. When lies travel faster than facts, voters are making decisions based on distortions, not reality. Second, social media outlets create echo chambers. Echo chambers are spaces, whether in communities, physically or online communities, where our own views are echoed back to us instead of creating room for debate. Algorithms awarding engagement, not accuracy. They show us that content similar to what we've already seen or liked, isolating us in ideological bubbles. Instead of hearing diverse viewpoints, many citizens hear only the voices that reinforce their own, and democracy requires deliberation, not isolation. Finally, this system fuels political polarization, making bipartisan cooperation nearly impossible. The more extreme the content, the more engagement it generates, and the more divided our nation becomes. All of this places democracy under strain. But to fix the problem, we must look at its causes, how the platforms work. Social media distortion doesn't happen by accident. It is built into the platforms themselves. So the first cause is engagement-based algorithms. Platforms make money when users stay online longer. So algorithms push emotionally charged and sensational content, exactly the kind of posts most likely to be misleading, polarizing, or extreme. Second, a lack of regulation. In the United States, there are no federal laws requiring platforms to control political misinformation. Section 230 protects platforms from liability for user-generated content, meaning companies have little legal incentive to intervene. And finally, micro-targeted political advertising also contributes to this issue. Political groups can target extremely specific audiences with unverified or misleading ads, creating fragmented realities for different voters. That means democracy is no longer based on a shared set of facts. These causes all work together to create a system where misinformation thrives and truth struggles to survive. Finally, let's look at solutions through social and legislative reforms. The good news is that we can reduce the damage social media is doing to democracy. Social media companies must increase transparency around political ads, label manipulated content, and adjust algorithms that promote misinformation. Some programs have already begun experimenting with this, showing that it is possible. For example, Twitter has taken steps to reduce their partisan appeals and try to diversify their feeds for groups online. Second, Congress can require transparency for political advertising, mandate independent audits of algorithm bias, and modernize Section 230 to ensure platforms share responsibility or harmful misinformation, according to the Government Accountability Office. And finally, teaching citizens, especially young users, how to identify misinformation can improve democratic decision-making. When we strengthen media literacy, we weaken the power of misinformation. And these solutions don't silence speech. They protect citizens and strengthen our democracy. So today we've seen that social media is disturbing American democracy through misinformation, echo chambers, and political polarization. By exploring how platforms design a lack of and contain a lack of regulation created by this problem, we were able to examine real solutions, which include platform transparency, legislative reform, and digital literacy, all of which can help protect our political systems that make us wholly American and maintain a free market full of diversified beliefs that uplift our democracy. Democracy cannot survive without truth. If we don't address the influence of social media now, the distortions we see today may become the norms of tomorrow. But by acknowledging the problem and demanding real reform, we can build a healthier, more informed, and more democratic future. Thank you.